Hello, hello. What's going on, beautiful people? And welcome to the Friday live Q&A, where we go over just pro tips on how to scale your consulting business in a way where it's more beneficial. You guys can ask questions, but if there's no questions, I'm going to give you some feedback on kind of what I've learned for the week in terms of growing a highly profitable consulting business and ultimately growing a online business that you love and leveraging that to ultimately get back your time, right? One of the things that I wanted to bring up on today's call is the topic of picking a niche in general, right? I just got off a consulting call with someone who is doing $4K a month at their consulting business, and I had a little bit of trouble picking and solidifying a niche because they were a generalist agency. One of the things that we talked about was, hey, what fills your cup? Because here is the deal, right? Every niche sucks. Every niche sucks. It's often that online business owners or even agencies will pick a niche. They might offer like a 60 booked appointments in 60 days or triple your investment or your money back, and it's not working, right? They hate their lives, and then they say, oh, well, maybe let me go to med spas, right? That might be a better niche. It's what happens constantly, and they feel fulfilled because there's that rush of dopamine of learning something new, right? But then 3 months down the road, they're back at the same thing. So my recommendation for all is to pick a niche that fills your cup, because every niche sucks. Let's just choose something that sucks a little less, right? So for me, I chose online business owners just because that fills my cup. I love talking with individuals that maybe they've chosen this business to support their families. They want more time back, right? They've seen an ad where, hey, we can change your life and get you out of the 9 to 5. I love that aspect about online business owners. That's what fills my cup, and that's my chosen niche to create content on. And it makes creating content way easier when you're actually passionate about your chosen niche, right? The worst thing that we can do is choose a niche that we absolutely hate. And I know a couple of agency owners that, they're doing 100K a month, upwards of that, right? They post their Stripe screenshots into the paid groups just to get that, again, rush of dopamine from people that they've never met before online to tell them how great they are. But that's it, right? That's it. I was that individual, so I could speak from personal experience. I would post my Stripe screenshot into paid communities just to get a little glimmer of happiness, because I was like 30 pounds heavier. I was working like 7 a.m. to 3 a.m. At my desk, or I would go home and, immediately open up my computer because I was just focusing on selling crappy clients, right, that don't pay me enough. There was fires left and right. And I wasn't living, right? I wasn't living. And when my son was born, our second child, I literally took 2 days off because I had high anxiety that, things would break down at my agency because I wasn't there. Like, I wasn't physically there. And, for the people that aren't parents, you can't get that time back, right? So that's like missed time that I didn't have with my son, right? So my wife and I talked, and I had to change something up, right? So that's why I chose a niche that I actually loved, right? And reposition my agency to a more consulting approach, not the done-for-you solution, because that's ultimately what is hindering us as online business owners, done-for-you agencies, consultants, is if we position ourselves as that all-in-one solution, we close a certain type of clientele that demand the world. And again, we might get that rush of dopamine when we sell a client, but it's not worth it, right? I was charging like $2K a month for all-in-one solution, GHL build out. We'll, sales training. We'll run the ads. Blah blah blah. It sucked, right? You can argue that it doesn't, and there are many agency owners that'll be like, hey, I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing because I'm making 100K a month. Are you really though? Are you really? Right? Are you, because even if you're making 100K a month, are you as profitable as you're, relaying the internet to be? Or are you as profitable in your business as you're portraying on the internet? Because one, if you're doing 100K a month, doing everything yourself, right? GHL, maybe you're doing a call center, blah, blah, blah. That takes high human capital because you're only one person, right? Maybe you need a paid team. Maybe you need call center staff. Maybe you need account executives for, to facilitate conversations, right? Because you are the CEO trying to dictate and scale the business. There's no way, right? There's literally no way. And if you're posting your 100K a month screenshot, I'm willing to bet you're not as profitable. And I know that for a fact because I was one of those individuals. And I know many agency owners that portray that they're crushing it when they really hate their lives, right? So the transition that we should talk about, or the shift in positioning from like, hey, I want to make 100K a month, should be, hey, I want to be more profitable and create a online business that I actually love and leverage that to get back my time. And I say that because when I initially transitioned to the online consulting model and I didn't see that, dollar amount on my Stripe account, I felt like a failure of sorts, right? Until I was able to hang out with my family more. I was able to pay myself more because I didn't have that excess of people that I had to pay for, like call center reps, paid team, blah, 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 because I was more profitable by being a consultant, like working 4 hours a day, and only if I choose, because I was landing whale clients that I'm charging like $8,000 to $10,000 a month for, rather than doing a done-for-you agency, having 30 to 40 clients, all paying you like 2 to 3K a month. At this point, you're not a business owner. Take that with a grain of salt. You're not a business owner because, at least speaking for myself, I had 30 to 40 bosses at one time because I was selling a client that sucked my energy, that demanded the world because, one, I positioned myself as an all-in-one solution. My offer was like, hey, get 60 booked appointments in 60 days or triple your investment or your money back. It wasn't conducive to the type of client that, one, I can actually get results for, and ones that gave me energy. It was only after that I spoke in my content on how I delivered results and how I got my, how I built 7-figure businesses, and the process of what this is and what this isn't, what the type of individual that really succeeds in my consulting program. Did I get my dream clients on my on my calendar, and I started to close them, right? So I wanted to lead with that. I want to keep this short because I want to keep this digestible and whatnot for these live streams, but hopefully that helped you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.